Well, we talked to Madison Police. We learned they arrested a woman on the city's southwest side in connection to an animal abuse investigation. Officials say 14 animals were taken from a house on Gilbert Road. MPD says 2 dog owners asked a neighbor to watch their dogs and later were not able to pick them up. Police say one of the dogs was found dead under suspicious circumstances. When officials searched the house, they found several other dead dogs. Police took the woman to the Dane County Jail. She faces 14 counts of mistreatment of animals.
And these were people who, were repeat customers of this woman who had trusted her with their animals at that time.
Anyone with information about this incident should call Madison Police.